Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you are preparing for data analyst, PI or analytics role, then SQL is one of the most skills that you must master to stand out in SQL interview. So in this today's video, I'm walking you through the top 10 SQL interview questions that shows up over and over again. So this is not just the normal theory, but real world style question that test your logic, efficient, and ability to solve business problem with SQL. So whether you are just starting out or brushing up before a big interview, this question will help you build confidence and improve how you think with data. So the question contains starting from finding the duplicates, using the window functions, joining messy tables. So we've got a very solid mix of beginner and intermediate friendly level challenges. So grab your SQL editor, open up your mind, and let's dive right in it. So let's start it. So our first question is, what's the difference between union and union all? So here we're finding the difference between union and union all. So let's practically do it. So you have these two tables. So you want to know the difference between, the difference between union and union all. So union normally removes duplicates. Union normally removes duplicates. So you can see customer ID is repeated how many times? 1, 2, 3. It is repeated 3 times, and then you have customer ID 3. It's also repeated 1, 2, 3. So union and union, they normally join two table vertically, and union all, it removes the duplicates. Union removes the duplicates, while union all, it doesn't remove the duplicates. So let's start with the union all. So you can see union all will maintain this, will not remove any duplicates among these two tables. So you can see union all has not removed any duplicates, while union it removes duplicates. So customer ID is appearing 3 times, and customer ID 1 is appearing 3 times, and customer ID 3 is appearing how many? 1, 2, 3. So union will remove all the duplicates. So we will only, for example, have customer ID 1, only one, and then customer ID 3, we will only have one customer ID 3. All these other duplicates will be removed. Okay. So this Sapera. Yeah, this just use customer ID, customer ID, customer ID, and we use the union. So if we run this, we'd see the duplicates have been removed. So for example, customer ID 1 was appearing I guess 3 times, so it's now only appear once, while customer ID 3 was also appearing. But for union all, you can see all data will be displayed, including the duplicates. Yeah, so that's first question. uh our second question is find duplicates in a table. So we have this table. Let's use the all data. So you have this table. So we're finding the duplicates in table. So we are finding things like customer ID 1, customer ID 3 is also repeated. So we are finding the duplicates. For example, so the duplicates of customer ID 1 will be this one, and this one. For customer ID 3 will be this one. So we are finding the duplicates of. So for this, we'll just let's try select customer ID, then we count staff from 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 the table which is customer and then we group by customer ID, and then so if you run this one will give us the customer ID and the number of duplicates in each. So when the customer ID is more than 3 times, is more than 1 time, that will be the duplicate. So for example, customer ID 1, it appears 3 times. Customer ID 2, it appears once. Customer ID 3, it appears twice. So the duplicates here is customer ID 1 and customer ID, because they appear more than once. So we can filter by using having count greater than 1, and then we execute this one. So we have customer ID 1 and customer ID 3. These are the customer having the duplicates. So our next question is how to delete duplicates. So first of all, we will going to just use the same. So let's start select star the row number, row number over partition by partition by customer ID, then we order by was just a customer ID, then we close from our table, which is customer key. So if you run this one, you can see we have partitioned our customer. We have put customer with the same customer ID into groups, and then we've assigned number to it. We've assigned number to each row in those group. And so for us to find the duplicates, we're only going to filter. We'll only go. So the question is how to delete the duplicates. So the duplicates are, for example, in customer ID 1, the duplicates will be the row number 2 and 3. For customer ID 2, there's no duplicates. For customer ID 3, the duplicates will be row number 2. So let's call this one as RN, and then so we can use CTE with CTE as therefore now we can delete from CTE, the table CTE, where row number, let's just run this one. Okay, where row number where RNK equals to is greater than 1. So that means each category will pick the RNK greater than 1. So we just only we only want to remain with the row number 1 in each category. So for example, customer ID 1, we want to remain with the first one, the first name, the first detail, and the rest will be duplicates. So we're going to delete these two. Same to customer ID 2. So customer ID 2, we only have one, so there's no duplicates. Customer ID 3, there's the first one, and the second one is the duplicate. So we're going to remove duplicate. So any RNK that is greater than 1 will be considered as duplicates in each partition of the customer. So if we run this, so if you run the original table, you can see you can see we've removed all the duplicates. Customer ID 1, we only remain with the only a single detail, and the other customer also will only remain with the single detail. So now let's proceed next with next question. So next question is update query to swipe the gender. So this is the table. As you can see in this table, there's this name were the gender of this name were not properly named. So you can see Kelvin Otieno. So Kelvin Otieno is a female, is a male name, but it was written gender female. So there was mismatch between the gender. Grace Wanjiku is a female, but it was written male. So we want to swap the gender so that Grace Wanjiku to have to be a female, and somebody like Kelvin Otieno to be male. So for that case, so let's go straight to the query. So update our table customer, yes, customer, and then we set. So this question basically wanted to test you the concept of case statement. So write set gender equals to case when gender equals to male, then female. When gender equals to female, then male. Then right, and so if you run this, so the gender will be swiped, female will be male and male will be female. So if you run the original table, you can see Kevin Otieno was initially female. He has now been made to male. Grace Wanjiku. So we've swapped the gender from male to female and female to male. So let's proceed to the next question. So next question is asking to find the second highest in each class. So we have this table. And the question is asking to find the second highest student in each class. So first of all, we'll have to categorize the class, and then we order the score from the highest performing to the. So let's start. Select star. Select star. then rank over partition by class name, and then we order by score, and we order in descending order. And we name this column as, let's call it just rank from our table. Our table is student table. So if you run this table, you can see, so you can see the class have been arranged from, have been partitioned. So each class has its own partition. So for class A, you can see it has the partition, and we can see class B, it has its partition, class C, it has its partition, and each partition, the score has been arranged from descending to ascending. So you can see class A been arranged from the highest score in class A is 91, class B, class A, the second one is 87, also class B, the highest is 92, and they've been assigned a rank from the highest being assigned rank number 1, the second. So the question is asking to find the second highest students. That means we're going to pick only the second one. So for class A, the second one is Achieng Mora. For class B, the second one is Esther Nyambura. For class C, the second one is, therefore we can use subquery. So we're going to write such select star from this table, then you can give it name, like let's just call it G, and then where RNK, rank equals to 2. Then we can execute. So we can see we've only filtered the second highest student in each class. So I think that one is clear. Now we have another question. So the question is asking to find the difference between row number, rank, row number, and dense rank. So we've got this table. So this is a table, and so we can arrange this table so that you can see the difference between rank, row number, and dense rank. So I've already created a table. We have written select student name, score, and I've written the row number over order by. So I've ordered by the score from descending, and I've named this as row number, and rank over order by. I've also ordered by the score from descending, the same to dense rank. So basically the question is we basically want to know the difference between the row number, rank, and dense rank. So let's execute this query and see the difference. So you can see in in row number, you can see each and every row has been assigned a unique position. So you can see it's starting from row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 4. So each and every row has been assigned a unique position. While for rank, you can see the score for Kate and Alice. Both of them they tie in position 2, and David is so for rank, you can see after the tie it skips the next position. So for example, after the tie we expect to be position 3 because Brian is position 1, Kate and Ali are position 2, so we expect David to be in position 3. But if you use rank, it normally skip the number after the tie. So it's more of like it has assigned, it skipped the number 3. And then for dance rank does not skip. So Brian is position 1, Kate and Al are in position 2, and David is in position 3. So it doesn't skip. But for rank, it skipped the position 3. I guess it assumes this is the position 3 and then it skips. So for rank, it skip the position after the tie. For death rank, it doesn't skip the position after the tie. So I think this one is clear. Next question is how many number of records will be displayed when join the two tables using different types of joins, the inner join, left join, a right join, and for outer join. So this question I tackle it using one of my YouTube video. I already made a YouTube video for this, and also I already made a YouTube video for self join. So make sure you watch it. It's found in my YouTube channel. So make sure you go and watch it. So now let's proceed to this question 9. So question 7 and question 8, you will watch them on my YouTube channel. So now let's proceed to question 9. Employee who are not present in department table. So you have these two tables, that is department table and employee table. So the question is asking to find employee who are not present in department, the employee not present in department tables. So these two, you will join the two tables using the department ID, and then those who will not appear in, so those who will not appear in department, and then you filter those who will not appear in the department table. So let's jump straight to the query. So select from, so our first table will be this one. So let's alias it is, and then you join it with the next table, which is department. So we left join this because we want to get the details of the employee tables. You left join and then you left join using the department and this one we can call it D, and then we join on E, department ID. Department ID equals to E dot department ID, and then we filter the columns that we want to be displayed in our final output. So E employee, so we will choose this one, employee ID. We'll also choose this one, E full name, and then we choose this one, the department ID, E dot department ID, and then we pick one for department ID in D, department ID. So if we run this, department here, we had some error here, so let's correct it. Yeah, so we have now joined the two tables using the left join, where all employees have been assigned their respective departments, So you can see, for example, Alice Monday, her details are in both employee table and in the department table. Same to Brian Otieno, his details is found in both employee and department. Cynthia, his details is not found in both employee table and department table. So we have Daniel Kipkorir. His details is found in employee table but is not found in. So we're going to use this. So the question is ask employee who are not present in department table. So that means the employee have department ID equals to null. Department ID of the department table equals to, so going to use where D dot department department equals to department is null. Yeah, the department is null, and then we run. So you can see Cynthia Wanjiku, her details are not found in both employee table and they are not found in department table. Sent to Daniel Kipkorir, her details are found in employee table but they are not found in the department table, and the question is asking employee who are not present in department table. So that is Cynthia Wanjiku and Daniel Kipkorir. So let's now proceed to the next question. So I hope this one is clear. So the next question is all the best in your interview. So if you find this video helpful, kindly subscribe, comment on the topic that you would like me to tackle, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you.